Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Breanne and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 18 months old. I don't even know where to begin. I guess first, I did a little transition with the hair. So, diabetes burnout is real. I've definitely been experiencing that. I'm not going to even share my A1C. I definitely regret doing that in the past. The reason being is because there's just so much hate around it. I couldn't even believe some of the messages I've been getting. Like, where did this come from? And honestly, your A1C doesn't even determine who you are as a human being. And I think a lot of the times people dictate how they take care of themselves by their A1C. What is this? Oh, speaking of blood sugars, my blood sugar is 120 with a full rate alert. So be right back. I'm going to get a juice box. All right, so this right here is definitely a diabetic's best friend, especially for when your blood sugar is low. So for those of you who do not know, when your blood sugar is low, you need juice. As I was saying, diabetes burnout. That is a prime example of what I've been feeling. So anytime I'm in the middle of something, all of a sudden my blood sugar goes high, my blood sugar goes low, and it can just get so frustrating because all of a sudden you're maybe in the middle of a walk and all of a sudden your blood sugar is going low where you have to stop. And I know a lot of the times it also has to do with like our pump settings, but it's not all the time either. Like there's no manual of like how to operate as a pancreas. Like that is legit what we're doing. And for so many people out there criticizing us, it's just not right because, you know, we're all trying our best here. And at times it's really out of your control. Like there are some nights where my blood sugar, it goes high and then you give yourself insulin and then all of a sudden you give yourself too much insulin. Your blood sugar goes low. I like to call that a diabetes hangover because literally it's like a roller coaster where it's up and down and then at the end of the day you're just beat the next morning where it's like you didn't even sleep because of your blood sugar. Also those awful times when like let's say your site rips out in the middle of the night and then your Dexcom is beeping, going crazy at 3 a.m. because you're feeling nauseous, you're not feeling well, and it's because you're not getting insulin throughout the night. So yeah, like diabetes burnout is real. Like whoever says it doesn't exist, I don't believe you because it is frustrating. There is never a time I get used to diabetes. There are times where I feel like I have it under control a little better. There are times I feel like I do have it a little more managed. But like there are days too where it's like you would think the longer you had it, the more experience you have and the better you'd be at controlling it, where whether you're newly diagnosed, whether you're someone like me who's had diabetes for now over 20 years, like it still is a hard disease to manage. And when you get negative feedback, negative comments, or somebody saying like you should be doing X, Y, and Z, like, you know, at the end of the day, we're doing the best. Like if we didn't care about ourselves, why would we invest into an insulin pump? Why would we spend all this money on insulin? Like, of course we care about ourselves. And of course we all want like the best for ourselves, but it's not an easy disease. And it just really started hitting me these last couple of months. And I think because too, again, like my fiance and I, we just started a business together and like learning how to manage a full-time job, full-time business, and now also a full-time disease. Shout out to all the parents out there who are parents and have type 1 diabetes because like that is also another job, you know, taking care of a child. So for me, like I've just been feeling it and then therefore my A1C has been feeling it too. So yeah, the point of this video is really not to complain. It's really to say like, hey, like this is where I've been. Like I'm diabetic. Like there are really ups and downs with diabetes and therefore again, that was just my motivator just to get back on here and just let you know like I'm not perfect. Like I may show, you know, streaks of like my blood sugar is 120, like great day today, but tomorrow that all can change. I was forced to be responsible at 18 months old. Like what? Like of course, like don't get me wrong, like my parents obviously like took care of me at 18 months old. Really once I started hitting like elementary school, it's like wow, like responsibility of testing my blood sugar, responsibility of making sure I go down to the nurse at a certain time, you know, responsibility to make sure, you know, I'm having all my meals and snacks throughout the day so my blood sugar doesn't go low. And looking back, I feel like it actually benefited me, as crazy as that sounds, because me now as an adult with diabetes, I feel like I am somebody who is very responsible, and like I understand consequences, because for instance, when we don't give ourselves insulin, the consequence is our blood sugars go high. And so there's always a consequence to something, whether it's negative or positive in that sense. But yeah, so I've been feeling better with diabetes burnout. Again, whenever you're starting to feel that, I always recommend talking to a family member or friend or somebody you feel comfortable with. For me, what helps me with diabetes burnout is actually setting up an appointment with my doctor. So in this way, I'm ready to hear what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. I'm not the best with criticism, so I feel like when I do hear it from a professional, I definitely take it a lot more serious. So I am going to be setting up a doctor's appointment and really getting back on track, because when my blood sugars are in range, I feel like a whole different person. Like I feel better about myself, I have more energy, like I want to do more things, like such as YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely gonna, you know, get back on track. It's so crazy looking back. I actually started this YouTube channel back in October 2021. I am so happy I did make the decision to make a YouTube channel, because you could just kind of see your progress. And it is just so crazy to see how much I've grown with diabetes. Like, I was at a point where like, I didn't even want to get Dexcom because I didn't want anyone to see, like, what? Like, you know, a year later looking back, like, yeah, like people feel that way, like including myself. So again, I am just so excited to really grow with you all. And again, please don't ever hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, because again, I'm not perfect. I want to emphasize that I am not a medical professional. Again, I'm not here to give medical advice. So please stop criticizing me. Again, I just do the best I could with this, and this is more so this channel to see who else can relate and to let you know you're not alone with this. And diabetes is frustrating. Yes, diabetes sucks, but these are the cards we're dealt with, and you know, you just got to make the best of it. And you know, that's really my biggest advice when it comes to that. So again, I'm not going to disappear and go MIA again. I am here to stay, and I can't wait to share more content with you all. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing below. Click that like button, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye.